Hey there. So, if you're an internationally qualified dentist with your sights set on practicing in Australia, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the very first official step in your journey, the initial assessment by the Australian Dental Council. Let's get right into it. First things first, let's just ask the big question. Are you really ready to kickstart your dental career down under? Well, this explainer is all about helping you turn that dream into a real, concrete plan. You know, that whole massive journey, it all boils down to one single crucial first step. And I don't want you to think of this as some scary test. Think of it as the official starting line. This is where your professional path in Australia truly begins. Okay, to get us started, let's just look at this assessment by the numbers. This is going to give you a really clear snapshot of what you're committing to, in terms of time, money, and how long your hard work will be valid for. So, what even is this initial assessment? Well, put simply, it's the Australian Dental Council's way of checking out your professional qualifications. Its whole job is to make sure you're eligible to move on to the next big step, which is the written examination. It's basically the gatekeeper for the entire process. All right, here are the key facts you need to know right up front. You're looking at a processing time of about 8 weeks, a cost of 647 Australian dollars, and here's a great one. A validity of 7 years. That 7-year window, that gives you a ton of breathing room to plan for your exams. Yep, the application fee is 647 Australian dollars. Now, it is non-refundable, so just keep that number in mind as you start budgeting for this whole journey. Now, the official time frame is approximately 8 weeks, but, and this is a big but, that clock only starts ticking once the ADC has a complete application. That means any missing paperwork or incorrect documents will definitely cause delays. So getting it right the first time is key. Okay, before you even start thinking about scanning documents or getting your credit card out, we have to answer the most fundamental question of all. Are you even eligible? And here it is, the single most important point. Everything, and I mean everything, hinges on your primary qualification. You absolutely must hold a minimum 4-year full-time university dental degree or a similar diploma. This is the non-negotiable foundation for your entire application. Okay, so you've checked and you are eligible. Fantastic. That's the biggest hurdle out of the way. Now let's walk through the process itself, which we can break down into a super clear 4-step action plan. See? The path forward is actually pretty simple. First, you'll create an online account using something called ADC Connect. Second, you just need to identify your application type. Third, and this is the big one, you'll upload all your documents and pay that fee. And finally, step 4, you sit back and wait to receive your outcome. All right, let's zoom in on what is, let's be honest, often the most time-consuming part of this whole thing, getting all your documents together. Nailing this part is absolutely crucial to avoiding those delays we just talked about. Here's your essential checklist. You're going to need a current passport and a recent passport-style photo. Then, for your professional stuff, you'll need your official dental qualification certificate and your full academic transcript. Oh, and if an internship was part of your qualification, you'll need that certificate too. And of course, if your name is ever changed, you'll need to provide that official evidence. And now for a pro tip that could save you a world of headaches. The single most common reason for application delays is a mismatch in names across documents. So please, please, please make sure the name on your passport, your degree, and your transcripts is exactly the same. So what if your names don't match? What counts as proof? Well, the ADC is super specific here. Proper legal evidence would be an official document like a deed poll or even a formal letter from your university explaining the difference. What they will not accept are things like newspaper clippings, affidavits, or statutory declarations. Just a quick word on the techie side of things. Make sure your scans are nice and clear, your photo has to be a JPEG or PNG file, and all your other documents can be a PDF, JPEG, or PNG. And this is a big one, if any of your documents aren't in English, you must provide an official, certified translation. So you've done it. You've triple-checked everything, you've uploaded all your documents, and you've hit that submit button. Phew! So, what happens next? Let's break it down. The prize for all that careful prep work is a successful assessment outcome. This is your green light. This officially makes you eligible to apply for and sit the ADC written examination, which is the next huge milestone on your journey.
Now, once your assessment starts processing, you'll get a unique candidate reference number. And let me tell you, you need to treat this number like gold. You have to use it in all your future emails and calls with the ADC, so keep it somewhere safe where you can always find it.
And to really bring it all home, don't just take it from me. Here's a quote from the Australian Dental Council itself. The initial assessment is the first stage of the dental practitioner assessment process. It really is the official, foundational starting point.
So there you have it. That's the initial assessment broken down into all its essential pieces. You've got the roadmap now, you know the cost, you know the timeline, and you know the exact steps you need to take. So the only question left is, are you ready for the journey?